Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing yet another German style lager. This one's a niche style that's hard to find, and really surprised to see an American brewing do this. This is a collab between Trapp Brewing and Burlington Beer Company up in Vermont. Dortmunder Style Lager, 6% ABV. And it doesn't really say much about it. It's just the usual hyperbole, German style lager, firm bitterness from noble hops, blah, blah, blah. Expires at the end of July, so we got about a little over a month before this is bad. Anyway, pour it into the Spiegel lager glass, and it's actually pretty dark for a German lager. It's like almost like a honey, very dark amber, slightly copperish, very hazy for a lager. Gets a nice big, 2-3 fingers of foam. Still got a little bit hanging around. Has a really sweet malty aroma. It's funny, I mentioned it looked like honey. It has like a slight kind of honey aroma to it. Yeah, just like nice kind of grainy cereal kind of maltiness, but like maybe actually a little bit of caramel in here, oddly enough. And the difference between Dortmunder and Pilsner is like they're actually very, very similar recipes. The Dortmunder just happens to be made with like really minerally, really hard water, and that's usually a difference. So it's normal to pick up on mineral quality in these beers. So let's see if the American breweries can replicate that. Cheers. Wow. I was actually a little nervous there because this is kind of an old can, but I don't get any oxidation on it or anything. Hops are still hanging in there. This is, it's mostly, as far as I know, well, I don't know the ingredients, but, it's mostly or exclusively a Pilsner malt base. It has like this oddly sweet kind of sensation to it. I mentioned on the nose, like slightly cereal, slightly caramel. So it's not just like the raw, clean graininess of like a German Pilsner, but like something a little bit more biscuity, I guess you could say. Yeah, and it's not that it's sweet. I guess that it's like malty rich. Yeah, it's definitely more malty rich than your average German Pilsner. I guess because it doesn't finish like quite bone dry. And the hops on here are nice. They're not quite to the extent of a German Pils, which can sometimes get 40, 50, 60 IBUs. This one to me seems like it's more like high 30s, low 40s, which is still quite a lot, quite enough to notice. But I would say like the malt takes the lead here, and then the hops come in at the end, and they have like, I would say, mostly even aftertaste. The one thing that I'm not, oddly enough, I'm not getting, or I don't know, maybe not, maybe it is normally enough. This is, the thing about Dortmunders is they tend to be kind of minerally, and I'm not really getting anything minerally on here. Like these beers are made with high sulfates, carbonates. It's funny, I just had the specs right here. And chlorides, that's right. Traditional Czech or German hops, Pilsner malt, German lager yeast, decoction mash traditional. Maybe that's a difference. I don't know if this was decoction mash. I probably should have looked it up. I don't know if they would share that information. But yeah, this one, it's a little biscuity, a little bit caramelly, but it's just, I would call this like malty rich, nice kind of smooth, soft maltiness to it. And it's funny, when I was pouring it, it kind of looks like Anchor Steam. And I think like steam beers are kind of like the American equivalent of Dortmunders, very, very similar flavor. But yeah, this is, I don't know, I've had so few Dortmunders, and like even less American Dortmunders, so I'm really have to like go back in the memory banks there to be like trying to think of something I can compare this to. Yeah, so as far as body and mouthfeel, really, really smooth. I'd probably put it like medium to medium full body carbonation. Probably about medium. It's not like that it's super crisp and snappy, but it's not like a stout or something like that either. I will say it is very smooth. The hops linger here. Hops linger, I think, probably a little bit more than the malts, but there's like a tiny little bit of like an alcohol note to it. So, yeah, I really like this one. I forget where I got it. It was either Total Wine or GB's Bottle Shop, one of those. Fairly cheap. So yeah, if you see this one, I definitely recommend picking up. And I think it's the first time I've seen a Von Trapp beer in a full pint can, which I like. little bit more creativity on the label would be nice, but all right. So my score for the Von Trapp Dortmunder Style Lager. I'm gonna go. I think 7. I think 7.5. 7.5. I think. Yeah, it's very good, but it's not amazing. It's not 100% to style, but there's nothing not to like about it. So yeah. All right, so I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you already know you're awesome. I will see you guys for Teetotaler Thursday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.